Have you ever wondered how the land of the rising sun came to be? Let's dive into the ancient history of Japan. Our tale begins around 14,000 years ago, with the Jomon period, a time when the people of Japan lived as hunter-gatherers, fishing in the abundant seas and foraging in the lush forests. The Jomon people were also skilled artisans, creating some of the world's oldest known pottery, decorated with intricate cord markings, a tribute to their name, Jomon, meaning cord-marked. As the millennia passed, we transition into the Yayoi period, around 300 BCE. This period marked a significant shift in the Japanese lifestyle with the advent of rice cultivation. The Yayoi people, with their innovative wet rice agriculture, transformed the landscape of Japan, creating a network of paddy fields that still shape the country's scenery today. But the Yayoi were not just farmers. They were also skilled metalworkers, introducing bronze and iron to Japan, and crafting tools, weapons, and bells, known as dotaku, used in rituals and ceremonies. Finally, we arrive at the Kofun and Asuka periods, spanning from the 3rd to the 7th century. This era saw the establishment of the Yamato state, the first unified political entity in Japan, characterized by massive burial mounds, or kofun, for the ruling elites. The Asuka period brought another significant change with the introduction of Buddhism from the Korean peninsula, forever altering Japan's religious and cultural landscape. Temples were built, scriptures were studied, and Buddhism began to intertwine with the indigenous Shinto beliefs, creating a unique spiritual blend that continues to influence Japanese society to this day. And thus begins our journey, from the early dawn of Japan to the establishment of the Yamato state. Stay tuned as we continue to explore the rich tapestry of Japanese history, from its ancient origins to the vibrant, multifaceted nation we know today. Through wars and peace, through isolation and interaction, through tradition and innovation, we will discover the story of Japan, the land of the rising sun. As we move forward in time, we find ourselves in the midst of Japan's classical era. This period, spanning the 8th to the 12th centuries, was marked by two distinct epochs, the Nara and the Heian periods. Let's journey back to the Nara period first. This was a time of great change. The capital was established in the city known today as Nara, and with it came a centralization of power. This era witnessed the birth of Japan's first constitution, known as the 17-Article Constitution, which established principles for government officials and their conduct. But the Nara period wasn't all about politics. It was also a time of cultural growth. Buddhism, imported from China, began to take root, influencing everything from philosophy to architecture. As we step into the Heian period, Japan's cultural identity truly begins to blossom. The capital moved to Heian-kyo, present-day Kyoto, and it was during this era that Japan saw a flourishing of literature and the arts, largely untouched by the outside world. One of the most iconic pieces of this time is The Tale of Genji, often considered the world's first novel. Written by a lady of the court, Murasaki Shikibu, this masterpiece offers a fascinating glimpse into the intricacies of court life and the complexities of human relationships. Yet while the arts were flourishing, the seeds of a warrior class were being sown. The samurai, a class of warriors who would come to wield immense power in subsequent eras, began to emerge. The establishment of private armies by the nobility set the stage for the rise of the samurai class, a development that would significantly shape Japanese history. So we witness the rise of the samurai class and the blossoming of Japanese literature and arts. As we move forward, we'll see how these threads intertwine, shaping the vibrant tapestry that is Japan's history. Now, we venture into a time of turmoil and transformation, the Feudal Age. Journey with us as we delve into the Kamakura period, a pivotal era that marked the establishment of the shogunate. The shogunate was a military government led by the shogun, a powerful warrior who held actual power, while the emperor remained a figurehead. This era was characterized by the rise of the samurai class, the fearless warriors who lived by the code of Bushido, emphasizing honor, loyalty, and martial arts. As we move forward into the Muromachi period, we encounter a Japan that is both culturally flourishing and politically fragmented. The capital shifted to Kyoto, and the period is often associated with the golden age of classical Japanese culture. However, the seeds of discord were sown as well, leading to the Onin War, a civil war that laid the foundation for the Sengoku period. The Sengoku period, often referred to as the Age of Warring States, was a time of social upheaval, political intrigue, and nearly constant military conflict. This era was marked by the struggles of regional lords, known as daimyos, who sought to expand their territories. It was a time when strategic alliances were as quickly made as they were broken, and the battlefields were forever stained with the valor of the samurai. Yet out of this chaos emerged three unifiers: Oda Nobunaga, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, and Tokugawa Ieyasu. These formidable leaders, each with their unique strategies and philosophies, managed to gradually bring together the fragmented nation. Their efforts culminated in the Battle of Sekigahara, a decisive conflict that marked the beginning of the Tokugawa shogunate and the end of the Sengoku period. From the rise of the shogunate to the unification of Japan, we see how the land of the rising sun was shaped by its feudal age. The trials and tribulations of this era left an indelible mark on Japan's history, shaping its society, culture, and identity in ways that continue to resonate today. As we move into the modern era, Japan undergoes a period of rapid transformation. The Meiji Restoration, kicking off in the late 19th century, signals a dramatic shift as Japan opens its doors to the Western world. This epoch of change, led by Emperor Meiji, witnesses Japan shedding its feudal system, embracing industrialization, and adopting Western-style governmental structures. The influence of the West permeates every facet of Japanese society, from fashion and food to architecture and education. Following the Meiji era, the Taisho period, often referred to as the Taisho democracy, sees an expansion of civil rights and a flourishing of democratic ideals. A burgeoning middle class starts to find its voice, influencing politics and culture. The arts thrive, literature blossoms, and the seeds of modern Japanese pop culture are sown. Yet, the Showa period that follows presents a stark contrast. The early Showa years are marked by militarism and the harsh realities of World War II. The devastation of the war, including the tragic atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, leaves an indelible mark on the nation and the world at large. However, in the wake of the war, Japan rises like a phoenix from the ashes. The post-war Showa era ushers in a time of incredible economic growth, often referred to as the Japanese economic miracle. The nation rebuilds, restructures, and revitalizes, transforming into a technological powerhouse and a global economic titan. The modern era in Japan is a tale of transformation and tenacity. It's a story of a nation embracing change, enduring hardship, and emerging stronger. It's a testament to the resilience and determination of the Japanese people, their ability to adapt, innovate, and persevere. Through the upheavals of the modern era, Japan emerges as a major global player. This journey, filled with trials and triumphs, shapes the Japan we know today. A nation that seamlessly weaves tradition and innovation. A country that cherishes its past while boldly marching towards the future. Finally, we arrive in present-day Japan, a land of tradition and innovation. In the aftermath of the Second World War, Japan rose like a phoenix from the ashes, embarking on a period known as the economic miracle. This post-war recovery saw Japan transform into a global economic powerhouse, driven by the indomitable spirit and tireless work ethic of its people. This resilience is not just reflected in the country's economy, but also in its cultural heritage. Japan's traditional arts and crafts, including pottery, textiles, and woodworking, continue to thrive alongside modern industries. These age-old practices are not simply relics of the past, but living aspects of Japanese culture that embody the country's respect for craftsmanship and attention to detail. On the other hand, Japan's role as a global leader in technology and innovation cannot be understated. From bullet trains whizzing at lightning speeds to pioneering advancements in robotics, Japan continues to push the boundaries of what's possible. Futuristic cities like Tokyo and Osaka, with their skyscrapers and neon-lit streets, serve as testament to the country's technological prowess. Yet amidst the hustle and bustle of city life, Japan hasn't lost touch with its historical roots. Traditional tea ceremonies, flower arrangements, and calligraphy are still widely practiced, providing a serene counterpoint to the rapid pace of modern life. The cherry blossom viewing, or hanami, continues to be a beloved tradition, uniting people in their appreciation for the fleeting beauty of nature. Japan's cultural influence extends beyond its borders, shaping global pop culture with its anime, manga, and video games. Creations from Japan have found fans all over the world, bringing together communities and fostering a global appreciation for Japanese art and storytelling. And so, from its ancient origins to its modern triumphs, we've journeyed through the rich tapestry of Japan's history. Join us next time as we delve deeper into the culture and traditions of this fascinating land.